everybody. Welcome back to Ordinary Adventures.
We're back at Walt Disney World today to experience all the new additions. We'll head to Magic Kingdom to ride Tiana's Bayou adventure. How does this new critter-filled log ride compare to Splash Mountain? Let's find out. Galaxy's Edge is celebrating its 5th anniversary, and with it comes new food, so you know we had to check that out. We'll see the new drone show at Disney Springs, and we'll head on over to Epcot to experience the park now that all the walls are down. We'll explore Celebration Gardens, celebrate Encanto, and check out CommuniCore Plaza. And we'll end the night with Luminous, the new nighttime spectacular over World Showcase Lagoon. Come with us on this adventure. Today I'm super excited. Woke up early. I'm going to a cast member preview of Tiana's Bayou adventure. I'm doing it alone. Unfortunately, there's only one slot, but she's gonna be able to see it later today, so we'll get her opinion a little bit later. I gotta admit, looking at it on the outside, I think this is an improvement over Splash. It's more colorful, it's more lush, and right now it's down, so hopefully it reopens so that I can ride it. Oh look, I found someone here with an Ordinary Adventure sticker. Kenny, we gotta show off your fit here because you got this bag, which is incredible.
Thank you.
Your Kermit socks.
Yeah. My athleisure shorts with built-in underpants.
Built-in underpants?
Yeah, man.
Anyways, I didn't introduce him, but this is Disney Dan.
Need no introduction. Just lower third me. First, don't open this bag. Terrible things might happen to you if you open this bag.
Okay. Dan.
I have a gift for you, Peter. Because you are going to go down on the bayou, I thought it'd only be appropriate if we all were frogified, and waterproofed. So I got us all frog ponchos.
So you're turning us into frogs.
I am the shadow man in this situation, yes.
But this music always has me glowing like a firefly. Lucky for us, we have the Riverbank Royals with Gonna Take You There.
So we're finally going in, and it's our first look at the exterior queue, and it's kind of cute. Like there's a garden outside where they're growing plants and crops for, I guess, for food business. And there's also a truck out there as well. Yeah, what do you think of that sign? I think that's a down.
I love it. It's a good warning. It's a grandma warning. Grandma's got to know.
But the Splash Mountain one was better.
Hello? Any musicians down here who want to jam? The party's about to begin.
You're looking for musicians? You don't have far enough.
Oh no. Is this the drop, Peter?
not the big drop, but
Is this the drop?
Oh god. Oh god.
Tiana wasn't kidding, y'all. This gotta go there and she bound to play. Hallelujah.
They're the kings of me. I would love for y'all to plant my part.
Tiana, you were right. The Bayou's got just what we need.
I hope they all come to the party to play. Let's explore and more.
How's this?
Our little friends below us doing big things.
Where'd they go?
Don't know.
We have to find them.
Oh my god, it's Mondo the Frog. Oh god.
This big dog is nuts on TV.
These tiny musicians you found sure do bring the
Choo-choo says it's time I get you back to science. But invite your little friends to tag along too. Get you to the party. You'll get there in no time.
Oh god. Oh my god. My favorite character right here. Okay, so we just got off Tiana's Bayou adventure, and it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
I had a lot of fun. I really did have a lot of fun. I loved it. They had a great beignet stink, which I was so
Oh, yeah,
unexpected. And we had like water ride stinks are some of my favorite. Pirates has a good smell, and Splash Mountain already had a good smell, and so we're layering on delicious stinks on top of already heavy chemical stink, and I love it. I love all the smells. Wasn't it so great to smell the water again?
Yes.
It's the best thing. It's the best thing about this park is the way that the water smells.
My biggest concern was I love robots and theme parks. I love animatronics, and I was
Right.
like,
I just caught you doing the robot earlier on Main Street.
Yeah, yeah.
You were just like, I'm here. I can't resist.
But I was worried they're going to take away all my robots and replace them with screens. There were some screens, but there was like 40 animatronics. Some of them are less impressive than others.
Some of them are just this. In fact, I'm going to recreate one or two of the scenes.
Wait.
It's just frogs doing this.
Why don't you recreate when we're like going up to Mama Odie?
What does she do?
She doesn't do anything, and then you get there.
Yeah, there are a lot of animatronic hard resets that you see. Like you see like a character going, and then it's suddenly like, All right, there's
they're-
a lot of that.
But they're like not alive for, I feel like 5 seconds, and then they come back alive. Like, at least have her like moving and grooving while we're like.
Right.
Oh no.
The one Lewis was always vibing.
Yeah.
The Lewis animatronics had like a good like bounce and squish, but all the rest of them had a lot of static.
Yeah.
Static movement. They were like the Charlie's Angels. You know, they were posing, and then it's like, all right, action. You know.
What was your favorite part other than the smell?
Honestly, my favorite part is just the animatronics. It's so beautiful
Oh, yeah.
seeing these like high-end ones, because like the last time we got cartoon characters like this was Frozen Ever After, and they gave us projection faces, and like, you know, Little Mermaid has a lot of this energy of like, you know, cartoon characters brought to life, and just see like Tiana looks gorgeous, Mama Odie looks so beautiful. It's really fun, and like once you get up to the old laughing place and you're like a tiny little frog, it's a vibe up there, man. I would like pay to eat in there like the Blue Bayou.
Yeah,
You know?
the good animatronics remind me of like the stuff that's in Tokyo.
Yes.
It's like that level.
Yes, it's so great to have that here. It's like welcomed, very welcomed.
Can you explain to me the story? What is the story? So we're going into the salt mine looking for secret ingredients, but Tiana's also looking for a band, and then Mama Odie uses voodoo, but she doesn't use voodoo because you can't. There's
She
no
uses
voodoo
Bayou magic.
to shrink us down to the size of frogs. But why does she do that?
To show us that she can. It's a power move.
And then we're at the party at the end.
And then we're at the party at the end.
And
yeah.
we were the secret ingredient all along.
We were the secret ingredient. Here's my story. I'm a hot tourist, and I'm just looking to get splashed a little, you know?
And you get splashed a lot.
I will take a 17-minute ride. What is it, 12 minutes? We were on there for a while. I forgot how long it is. It's a good investment. Wait time to ride payoff. You know, you're on Tron for 91 seconds. You know what I mean? You're on this ride for like at least 15 minutes. So I think it's worth the wait.
Okay, if you had to rate this out of 10, what would you give it? I think I'm going to give it like an 8.
But I give this ride a solid 8 out of 10 frogs.
Yeah.
8.5 out of 10 frogs.
Yeah.
How many Peters does this ride get?
I mean, I give it an 8, so that's a 4 out of 5, I'm guessing.
That's a 4 out of 5 Peters?
Yeah.
Now we just have to find out what Kitra...
Yeah.
Smash cut to Kitra rating right now.
Okay, let's find her.
How you doing?
That felt great. So Splash Mountain is my favorite ride of all time. I was sad when they closed it, but I totally understand why they had to. And I love Tiana, so I was very excited for this ride. And I went into it very optimistic, and I gotta say, I loved it. I loved all the little critters. I loved the music. My only criticism was there was some spots in it that were like just like random dark hallways, but overall I'd still probably give it like an 8.5 out of 10. I can't wait to ride it again. I feel like it went over too quickly. It's a great new addition. I'm obsessed with like the big fat frogs. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's so big. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Loved it.
So right now we're going to head over to Disney Springs where they have a new drone show. It's called Disney Dreams That Soar.
Yeah, this is a free show. So if you're hanging out at Disney Springs, you know, it's complimentary to you. So we're gonna go grab a bite to eat and then check out the show.
I've never seen a drone show before. I've always been interested in see what a drone show is like because I've seen video online. So I'm excited to see what it's like in person.
Now, unleash your heart. Let your imagination fly and discover just where you'll go as we present Disney Dreams That Soar.
Come on, everybody. Here we go. There it is, Wendy. Second start on the right, straight on till morning.
The ninth wonder of the universe. The wild Sony flying elephant. Dumbo.
My name is Doug. I have just met you, and I love you.
stop with the flamingo.
You're all clear, kid. Now we're forest trying to go home.
Hey, Max. Wings. Thrusters. You know what? There's another name you might know me by.
Oh my god, yes. So good.
Dance off, bro.
Come on, Drac. Dance.
There are two types of beings in the universe. Those who dance and those who do not.
That looked cool.
To infinity and beyond.
Okay, that was really cool. I think I like it more when the drones are like in the 3D configuration than it is like 2D. But this is just the beginning. That was 800 drones. Imagine when they're doing stuff like this in the thousands of drones.
Yeah. Imagine millions of drones taking over Disney Springs, like the spider bots. But that was cute. I loved that it wasn't like too long. It was about 9 minutes long, and they even wrote like their own song for the finale scene, and it was super cute hearing all the crowd like get excited when their favorite character showed up, because you truly didn't know what was next.
Yeah. No, especially for a free show, it was packed here.
Yeah, it is a little bit claustrophobic. We're here on a Saturday, so keep that in mind. Yeah. But I feel like no matter where you're standing, you'll probably be able to see them. So like, I don't know. I recommend it.
I can't wait until they bring this stuff to the theme park.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Universal already has brought it.
Disneyland Paris already has it too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But
that was great. That was our first drone show, and I think it was really cute.
Yeah, I was impressed. Next up, we're going to Disney's Hollywood Studios to go to a galaxy far, far away. I mean, I guess it's close because we're here. You know what I mean. Whenever we come to Galaxy's Edge at Walt Disney World, there's so many differences, and I always think I notice new differences I have never noticed before, like these lights. Do we have those in Disneyland?
You know what? That's a good question.
Well, Galaxy's Edge is now celebrating its 5th anniversary, and with that, they've actually gotten some new food at Docking Bay for like one of the first times, because honestly, over here in Batuu East, they don't change the food much.
Yeah, they don't get new food. Over in California at Disneyland, we get new food all the time. So we're gonna grab some lunch in Docking Bay and try it.
Let's go check it out. Over in the marketplace at the Toydorian Toy Maker, they have a couple new things that we didn't get to show you in Batuu West because they just didn't receive their shipment in time. The first of which is this Mandalorian wooden doll. And I think these started because in Rogue One, Jyn Erso had this like Stormtrooper doll, and they sold that here in Galaxy's Edge when it opened. They came out with like a Boba Fett version. Now they have a Mandalorian version. So apparently Mandalorian, at some point in the timeline near the Last Jedi, is so infamous that kids play with his doll.
Came out with this new Jar Jar figurine. He's posable. You can make him dance. You can make him move around. You can make him shake his booty. He's so cute. I don't know why, but it's just so silly. Like, look at his little face. Kind of love it.
So now we're gonna head to Docking Bay 7, where they have a bunch of food items that they don't have over in Disneyland. We always have a fun argument with our friends over Princess and Scoundrel over which Batuu is the best Batuu. That's the one in Disneyland over in the West, of course. But I have to admit, there are some things I'm noticing over here that are better. First of all, the menu out front actually has photos of all the items. The one in Disneyland doesn't. And then when inside, I was looking up, their carbon freeze container is still working. I don't think the one in Disneyland has worked in some time. Could be wrong. But in this food, it looks spectacular. And it seems adventurous, which I'm kind of surprised because Florida usually errs to the side of like tourists who are picky eaters and stuff like that. So let's try this out.
It is funny though, because when we were outside looking at the menu, a bunch of tourists came up and they were like staring at it, and like this one family was like,
all of this looks really weird. It's like Star Wars food.
And then they like walked away. And I was just like, Come on, guys, give it a shot. So there's a new vegetarian dish here. It's replacing the Felucian kefta. Now it is the Felucian falafel and hummus garden spread. This comes with chickpea falafels, roasted beet hummus, beet tomato cucumber relish topped with garlic. I absolutely love the kefta. That is like my favorite meal. They still have it back at Disneyland. I hope this is good because the other one was like amazing. Like I gotta say, this one looks very beautiful. It seems kind of similar but different at the same time. Like what is this purple ooze on top here? Is that the garlic sauce? And I love that like it's beet hummus, so it's like this bright pink color. So not only does this look beautiful, but it tastes really good. It's super garlicky, but then a little bit sweet because of the beets. My only complaint is that the falafel is a little bit dry, but the flavor is there. I still think I prefer what they had before more, but this is a great option for vegetarians, especially if you like garlic. And I noticed when we were standing in line, they have like that displays of food. I love that. It's a nice touch.
I wish we could buy that.
I know, that's the food that I want to buy. But this was really good. I'd give it like a 4.5 out of 5.
Another new entree that they added for the 5th anniversary is the Kashyyyk beef and sweet Topato salad. This is tender sliced beef, roasted sweet potatoes, and purple potatoes served on arugula with watercress, topped with spicy yellow cheese sauce and pickled onions. And as you know, Kashyyyk is the planet where Chewbacca came from. It's the Wookiee home planet. And, you know, I love the salad that they have in Batuu on the West Coast. I don't think they have it here. So I'm interested to see how this compares. This salad is very good. The beef is tender. It's a little fatty, which I like. The yellow cheese sauce has a smoky spiciness to it. And I feel like this is a nice meal for this Orlando heat. Because it's kind of like refreshing and it's not like very heavy. I'd give this like a 4 out of 5 Peters. And for dessert, they added the black Spire mousse. This is white chocolate, yogurt fruit mousse atop a brownie pistachio brittle served with blue milk sauce, pineapple cream, hibiscus sponge topped with a chocolate black Spire coin. I didn't know that this was blue milk sauce when I got it, but it looks very bright and vibrant. This whole dessert looks like wonderful. So congrats on the presentation to the Walt Disney.
We're very pleasantly surprised.
I have to admit, it's a weird mixture because it tastes kind of like tropical, almost like passion fruit, pineapple mixed with the chocolate, but it goes together strangely enough. And it's Instagrammable. I would say that this is probably the best dessert they serve here. Actually, it's the only dessert.
I was going to say it's the only dessert they serve here.
But I like it quite a bit, honestly. This tastes like something you'd get in Pandora, and it's beautifully presented, and it tastes delightful. Again, not very heavy. I give it like a 5 out of 5 Peters.
I remember when we were aboard the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, they served us a lot of the Jogan fruit, and I remember liking it.
Yeah. Watch out, if you say the full name of the thing, that means you're a shill and you were paid by Disney.
Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag I enjoyed my time on the Star Cruiser. Sorry. Okay, let's try this. What was that? I was like, you're right, kind of tropically. It's almost like, you know, like fruit that's dipped in chocolate. That's what it kind of reminds me of because you have the fruit taste and then you get a bite of the brownie. Complements each other. Very nice. I'll give this the ordinary adventure star. This is pretty good. Everything that we tried, honestly, it was like, you can't go wrong with anything we tried. Next up, we made our way over to the milk stand because they also have a new treat. They have the Polystarch Puffbread. This is a croissant topped with blue and green milk, served with yuzu, passion fruit, coconut dipping sauce. This is, of course, inspired by Ray's portion bread that she makes in The Force Awakens. And we actually have this over at Disneyland, but it's like totally different. They give you 2 here, and I love that it's like blue and green milk themed, and they give you a dipping sauce. What is going on? I absolutely love the one in Batuu West. It's like one of my favorite treats there. So I'm very interested to see what this is like. Is it better? So I'm not really a fan of the sauce at first. I kind of liked it, but it's very sour because of that yuzu. And then if you don't have the sauce, it just tastes like a croissant.
Yeah, yuzu is like a Japanese, it tastes almost like lemon.
Yeah, it's very like tart though, very tart and sour. Like it starts out sweet and then it like hits you at the end. So It's not bad. Like, I do like it, but I hate to compare, but I think the one at Disneyland is better. This just tastes like a croissant to me with like a sour dipping sauce. I will give it credit though, the croissants are like super moist.
Right across from the milk stand is the old terminal that you would take to go back up to the Star Cruiser. And they've now turned it into this photo pass thing where you can actually rent out a photo pass photographer and they'll take you around Galaxy's Edge with their own photo shoot, which I think is actually kind of cool, but it's kind of sad that like it's all blocked off for us. People were like tying ribbons and stuff like that. Like a lot of people that like love the Star Cruiser would come here in the morning, and then Disney like put the crates in the way. So now no one can go over there.
Let's go.
We decided to see if there's any new Star Wars merch in Tatooine Traders, and I noticed the Bounty Collection. This used to be just like Grogu's, but now it seems like they've expanded to have other creatures and characters. Like they have this little Wicket. Look at his little teeth. Why is he so cute? See, they're not scary. They're just cute. And then there's like some Loth cats and like baby Ahsoka and stuff. These are just so adorable.
They're only scary if you're a stormtrooper. They'll rip your head off. And I wanted to show off this. This is the 5th anniversary Galaxy's Edge t-shirt. It was done by artist Eric Tan, who's one of our favorite artists.
Yeah.
And I love it. I wish they would make a poster of this. Show the other side. The other side has like a little small thing.
It has a little thing that says 5th anniversary Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Another really cool thing that they came out with for the 5th anniversary of Galaxy's Edge, they came out with a poster set of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Smuggler's Run, and Rise of the Resistance. And these are the posters that you could see on Main Street when the land first opened. They've never been released aside from there was a cast member postcard set and then some for press. But these are like full-size posters. We already bought it. We have it at home. But they're like huge. They're like the massive like movie.
Yeah, it's cool that they did this. Like they look like the Star Wars posters that you'd see like when they release a new movie.
Yeah. Look at this, by the way. I'm just going to show you this. This is a magnetic enclosure. It opens up.
Fancy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Hollywood Studios. We are on our way to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort with connecting flights to Epcot International Gateway.
Last time we were at Epcot, the walls were all up over the center of Epcot. They've now since come down, so I'm curious to see what is Epcot
What have
without
they
the
been
wall.
containing inside of those walls this whole time?
Yeah.
What is in there? We're gonna find out today.
The answer is Walt on his toilet.
We're getting ready and there wasn't a cloud in the sky. Boys like the Willa and the family fumbling, grappling with prophecies they couldn't understand. Yeah, about that Bruno. I really need to know about Bruno.
So we ended up walking right into the Encanto celebration here at CommuniCore Hall.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. You could hear it from a distance away. So like we heard the Encanto music playing and we like hustled over here. And it's like this little outdoor area that the show is kind of like a fun sing-along for kids.
Yeah, and the kids were having a blast, and the cast members were working their butts off in the hot Orlando heat. That said, the characters only showed up at the very end.
Yeah.
And who planned this area? There's no shade.
Yeah.
Are people in California planning the areas in Florida?
Yeah, it is a little bit strange. Like the spot where you watch the show is just like AstroTurf. And so interesting choice on a 100-degree Florida summer day.
Yeah.
But I will say, the show is super cute. The music from Encanto is so good. Like, I don't know. I thought it was enjoyable.
I just wish the characters were out for the full fun. Okay, let's go check out CommuniCore Hall.
So this is what I was talking about when I said it was just AstroTurf. It's just literally AstroTurf with like these temporary umbrellas. It's like they didn't plan for the sun to be out or something.
On the positive side of things, I like the design over here. They're making good use of the geodesic tiles that are on Spaceship Earth. and there's little pops of color that come out from the side angles.
Yeah, I bet this looks cool at night.
Yeah.
Like it probably lights up. We just walked into CommuniCore Hall, and I'm not exactly sure like what this area is supposed to be. It's nice and cold and air conditioned in here. There's a bunch of tables and chairs and people sitting down.
So you know when they announced all those new Epcot renovations, that they announced this elevated parkway that was going to be the new festival center? Well, instead of that cool thing that looked from the future, we got this hallway. Yeah, so this is going to be a flex space for festivals. So I think they're going to rearrange it depending on the festival, and there'll be like maybe booths in here, maybe different like things like art expos and demonstration. Who knows? It's going to be, basically they're going to move it around to what fits their needs, but right now it's just a bunch of chairs and tables, and it's kind of strange that they opened it like this.
I'm never mad when there's a nice, cool place to sit when you're at Walt Disney World. It's just, now that you mentioned what was gonna be here and what it is now, it does make me a little bit sad. But, you know, this is what we got, and
it might be the biggest downgrade in Walt Disney World history.
So sad. That's why I hate seeing concept art of stuff that they're gonna do sometimes, because it's like they either like completely change their mind, you know what I mean? Like You can never get your hopes up, but listen, if you want good air conditioning, just come in here.
So we're walking into the center of Epcot for the first time since the walls have come down. And, you know, I've heard a lot of hate about this, but I kind of dig how green it is and how open it is. There's a lot of like open walkways. Sure, there isn't a lot of shade.
There isn't, but it's so vibrant. It just is so surreal to be back in here, because I forgot what it's like to walk in this area of Epcot. So used to like going all the way around. And I like the music they're playing in here too.
The only other thing I'll say is I don't know why it took them like 4 or 5 years to build this, but that aside.
And why, like, there's this giant planter in the center, which is like not that interesting to look at. Like, I wish there was something else. I don't know. Like, has some, I don't know. Do you agree? Like, it's not even that pretty looking, so like that's a little bit strange.
Well, I think it looks kind of like the Epcot logo or something from the sky, but we're down here, so we can't really see.
There's also this new show called Forces of Nature by AntiGravity that takes place in the center here, and it's kind of like interpretive dance meets like gymnastics meets like Cirque du Soleil, but it's kind of cool. Like, this group comes out, and I guess they're supposed to represent like the different seasons or the different parts of nature. I'm not clear, but it was lovely to watch. It was very like tranquil and peaceful and beautiful.
It feels like the weird kind of abstract art thing that would be in Epcot when it first opened.
Like, it reminded me of like the 80s or 90s. Like, I felt like I was transported in time and was just watching this like cool theme park show. And it was funny, they just kind of like showed up, did their thing, and then were like flew away.
Yeah. And I do like that it happens on the circular dome right in front of Spaceship Earth.
It is kind of funny though, they play the music really loud because their thing is like super squeaky. So you could just, if you really pay attention to it, you could just hear it squeaking the whole time, which I thought was kind of funny. We decided to stop into the Creation Shop because, I'm not gonna lie, I don't do well in Florida weather, and I felt like I was gonna pass out. So I need some more air conditioning, and good thing we did, because we found the Figment Loungefly backpack I've been searching for this every time that I come to Epcot, and I've never been able to find it.
I like how shiny he is.
Yeah, it's super shiny, shimmery, and it has these wings on the back here. This is so cute. They have ears too. I have yet to find the ears, but so adorable.
I feel like you need this for your collection.
I know, it is very cute. I don't know if I have room though in my luggage. It's the only problem.
And they also have the statue of Walt sitting on his throne. We got to find him out there at Dreamer's Point. Where's Dreamer's Point? I think we missed it.
I also found this Spirit jersey, this Epcot Spirit jersey, and I like it because it has a bunch of like the different Epcot icons on the bottom, like, you know, Olaf, Nemo, Figment. It's kind of cute.
I like the back.
Yeah. So it turns out they have a whole collection with the same design, including these ears. I love that they have Spaceship Earth ears, and they're iridescent.
Oh my god, they even have Walt on his throne as a Christmas ornament.
Okay, stop saying that he's on his throne.
Well, what would you call that?
He's just sitting, he's dreaming. It's Dreamer's Point, he's having a dream.
So they also have some t-shirts and sweatshirts for Luminous, which is their new nighttime show. We haven't seen it yet. Hopefully we're going to see it tonight. Will I like it enough to buy a t-shirt? Who knows?
I found the ears. I'm going to get them. How amazing are they? Aren't they so good? I'll get this instead of the bag.
Basically, Kitra's going from one addiction to the other, but at least it's downsizing. I mean, it's much easier to store the ears than it is the lounge flies.
Really time to go visit Walt on his golden porcelain throne.
I thought you said you were making fun of me for saying that.
Because you keep saying it's his throne. It's not his throne.
It is his throne.
Okay, he's just sitting on a bench. Let's go say hi to him. Nobody's over here. Oh, he's hot. He's warm. Don't recommend touching him. It says Walt the Dreamer, dedicated to all who dream of a better tomorrow.
Oh, this is cool. The floor is like Spaceship Earth with the little lights in the corners.
Just two bros hanging out. Two buddies.
I wonder what he would think of Epcot today. Do you know what I mean? Because it wasn't the Epcot he wanted, but what do you think he's looking at? Is he looking at CommuniCore Hall?
He's watching the Encanto show.
He'd be drinking a Coke Zero. What do you think he would think of Coke Zero?
I don't know. You're asking too many questions.
Good seeing you all. Keep dreaming.
You too. Never stop believing in your dreams.
One thing I do like about this new center of Epcot area is there's a lot of seating, a lot of tables. It looks like they might even have some festival booths over here when they do the next festival.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
But Epcot needs more seating because everybody eats on the trash cans for the festivals.
That's true. I'm surprised we found like this huge table.
There's even like charging stations to charge your devices, which is really cool. And it's just like a way to get away from like the madness. And there's a new like food restaurant over here. It's called Festival Favorites, which I thought was gonna be the best things from the festivals that are here at Epcot. So like if you're not here during Food and Wine, you could still have the best stuff from Food and Wine. But it turns out they're just doing Encanto inspired food.
Yeah. So maybe it'll change every once in a while.
I hope that's the case. I hope that it becomes actually the Festival Favorites from when you're not at the festival.
Yeah.
But let's try some of this Encanto stuff.
So the thing that caught my eye there is the cheese stuffed arepa with cilantro lime crema and cotija cheese. I'm a sucker for anything that has cheese in it. And I think an arepa is kind of like a corn pancake or something almost.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep dancing today after like everything that I eat. I'm just so excited when the food is good. That cilantro lime crema on top really adds the flavor. You know what, if you're a cheese lover, you'll probably like this. I should have got both flavors. Oh well, this will be more than enough. I'm gonna give this like a 4.5 out of 5. For me personally, I think it's pretty delicious.
And I got myself the dessert on the menu. This is the coconut tres leche cake. This is a vanilla cake soaked with oat, almond, and coconut milks topped with toasted coconut.
Ooh.
It looks good.
Yeah, it does.
This is nice and moist, and the coconut on the top gives it a little bit of a crunch to it. This is delightful. It's like a perfect dessert for like a hot day too, because it's, again, I've been saying this all day, but everything's like very light and like kind of feels fresh
Not
and
too
refreshing.
heavy.
Yeah, not heavy.
Yeah.
So it's 8:30 and the music has started. We are here in the Italy Pavilion. This is where we're gonna watch from, which is the opposite of Spaceship Earth, which I think it's probably a good place to watch this show. The torches have been engulfed in flames. The music has started, and we are we hyped? I think we're hyped.
I'm excited. I know nothing about this show, so I'm ready.
Welcome to the Great Gathering.
Welcome!
Benvenuti. Willkommen. Karibu. Hwanyin.
Willkommen!
Bienvenidos. Everyone on this earth is part of the great Symphony of Us. And even though we are all playing different parts, it's our unified heartbeat that connects us, reminding us that we are more alike than we are different.
Through the trees, the tides, the oceans like a symphony, different melodies.
When we are born, we come into this world a raw noise. We tune ourselves to the world around us.
You seem so soft.
Find our voice and add it to the ensemble of our ancestors. Our family. Nuestra familia. Sometimes we find another, and our melodies blend. And suddenly, with the hum of our heartstrings, our world becomes a duet. Inevitably in life, the accompaniment drops out, and we experience great loss. We find that the melodies we cherish are gone. If we only listen closely for the sounds of other.
Coming of a drum, steady spinning of the sun, the beating of our hearts echo straight up to the stars. Beating of our hearts, one single moment inside our
hearts. In the great symphony of us.
I didn't know what to expect with this show because I knew nothing about it, but it was so good. I cried. Like, I loved that it was like, it wasn't just like a mashup of like 10 million Disney songs, which I also enjoy with like other fireworks shows, but like it just had so much heart and so much like emotion, and I liked it a lot. Like, this is something that I would like camp out to watch again.
I feel like I liked the narration that felt like old school Epcot, and the Pinar Toprak music that we heard over in the garden over there, the new Epcot anthem was perfect, like bookends for this. When those cannons go off from all around.
So good, and it scares me every time.
I don't know. I really enjoyed it.
Me too. I liked it way more than I thought I was going to.
Is it happily ever after? No. But
they're so different, you can't compare them. That's what I was trying to say. Like, there's like something so good about a classic Disney fireworks show with all the Disney medleys together, but this was just way more sophisticated And when they were talking about like loss and stuff, like it really resonated with me, and like it made, and then they started like, and they did like a mashup of, yeah, it was just good. It was good.
We liked it.
Yeah.
I like this place.
I like it too. I feel like the music is even more majestic at nighttime.
We call it
Epcot.
Tiana's Bayou Adventure is coming to Disneyland, and she even has her own restaurant. If you want to watch the video where we go there, put it right over there. I want to say thank you to some of our Patreons. That includes
Kelly, Michael, and Lisa. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next adventure.